corruption there has been in this electoral process, I would say that is a reflection of the role of money in Somalia's political economy. The election did not cause the corruption. The election reflects the role of money in how power works. Having said that, this process had some very positive results. First of all, it was not derailed by Al-Shabaab. It was relatively free of violence. Secondly, an upper house has come into being. This upper house has been created on the basis of federal member states. That's important, not clans, but federal member states. Thirdly, many more people were involved. In 2012, 135 elders, men, chose 275 MPs. This time, each MP was chosen by an electoral college of 51 people, and each of the 51 people was in turn chosen by a bigger group. So a lot more people were involved. Then also 25% of the parliamentarians are female. I think politics are going to change. This is not going to go backwards. So there have been some very positive results. The parliament is younger, more diverse, and I think more energized. And a women's quota. Now, the question is, despite the flawed process, will we also have a president who is seen as accepted as legitimate? And if we do, I think the stage is set to tackle some very urgent problems that Somalia is facing. Number one, drought. How do we prevent this drought from turning into a famine? We want to work with the new government, with local authorities, with the private sector, with civil society to prevent that from happening. Number two, resolving conflicts. There are too many conflicts around Somalia, between clans, between states. We must resolve them. Number three, agree the constitutional, finalize the constitution to clarify what is the relationship between the president and the prime minister, between the federal government and the member states, between exactly, between the upper house and the House of the People. All these things have to be resolved, including how revenues and resources are going to be shared. If oil is discovered or gas is discovered, or who pays for the court system, who pays for the police, who pays for the army, all these things have to be resolved. And finally, in my view, Somalia, all Somalis tell me, you haven't told me, but you probably will, Somalis want their own sovereignty. Frankly, if Somalia is to be a sovereign country, it must raise money. It must raise money from economic activity. How is it going to generate the money to build the infrastructure, to provide the services, to pay for the security forces? This is the next big challenge.
debaraani oo ka soo hadlaya Somali Cable TV Muqdisho.